Welcome to Wonderslate by Smart eBooks from the best publishers. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell.
Topic for today's quiz is NEET Objective Biology, Ecosystem. Question number 1. Living organisms interact among themselves and also with the surrounding physical environment and form. Option A. Community. Option B. Ecosystem. Option C. Population. Option D. Succession. The correct answer is Option B. Ecosystem. Living organisms interact among themselves and also with the surrounding physical environment and form ecosystem. It is a self-regulated and self-sustaining structural and functional unit of nature consisting of a community of living beings and its physical environment, both interacting and exchanging materials between them. The term ecosystem was introduced by Tunsley in 1935. Question number 2. The composite of all local ecosystems on Earth is regarded to as A/N. Option A. International ecosystem. Option B. Universal ecosystem. Option C. Global ecosystem. Option D. Both A and B. The correct answer is Option C. Global ecosystem. Biosphere represents the global ecosystem. It is a composite of all local ecosystems present on Earth. Question number 3. The basic categories of ecosystem are Option A. Aquatic. Option B. Terrestrial. Option C. Both A and B. Option D. Grassland and crop field. The correct answer is Option C. Both A and B. Since global ecosystem is too much big and complex to be studied at one time, it is convenient to divide it into two basic categories, namely the terrestrial and the aquatic. The terrestrial ecosystems could be forest, grassland, desert, etc., whereas aquatic ecosystems are ponds, lake, sea, wetland, freshwater streams, estuaries, etc. Question number 4. Which of the following may also be considered as man-made ecosystem? Option A. Crop fields. Option B. Aquarium. Option C. Both A and B. Option D. Estuary. The correct answer is Option C. Both A and B. Question number 5. Stratification is more pronounced in Option A. Tropical rainforest. Option B. Deciduous forest. Option C. Temperate forest. Option D. Tropical savanna. The correct answer is Option A. Tropical rainforest. Vertical distribution of different species occupying different levels is called stratification. Stratification is more common in tropical rainforest. For example, in a forest community, stratification takes place when trees of different species grow to different heights. Trees occupy top vertical strata or layer of a forest, shrubs the second, and herbs and grasses occupy the bottom layers. Question number 6. In a pond ecosystem, the autotrophic components are Option A. Phytoplanktons. Option B. Algae. Option C. Submerged and marginal plants. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is Option D. All of the above. The autotrophic components in a pond ecosystem include the phytoplankton, some algae, and the floating submerged and marginal plants found at the edges. Question number 7. The two components of an ecosystem are Option A. Plants and animals. Option B. Weeds, trees, animals and man. Option C. Energy flow and mineral cycling. Option D. Biotic and abiotic. The correct answer is Option D. Biotic and abiotic. The components of an ecosystem may be divided into two main types, i.e. biotic component comprising the various kinds of living organisms and abiotic component consisting of environmental factors like temperature, light, etc. Question number 8. In the pond ecosystem, decomposers are especially abundant. Option A. At the surface of the pond. Option B. In the bottom of the pond. Option C. At the edges of the pond. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is Option B. In the bottom of the pond. In the pond ecosystem, decomposers are especially abundant in the bottom of the pond. The decomposers are the fungi, bacteria and flagellates. Question number 9. Physical structure that is characteristic for each type of ecosystem is formed due to the Option A. Interaction of biotic and abiotic components. Option B. Vertical distribution of different species. Option C. Stratification. Option D. Both B and C. The correct answer is Option A. Interaction of biotic and abiotic components. Interaction of biotic and abiotic components results in physical structure that is a characteristic for each type of ecosystem. Question number 10. The functional components of the ecosystems are A. Productivity, B. Decomposition, C. Nutrient cycling, D. Energy flow, E. Succession, F. Stratification. Option A, B and C. Option B, A, B, C and D. Option C, A, B, C, D and E. Option D, A, B, C, D and F. The correct answer is Option B, A, B, C and D. The functional components of the ecosystems are A. Productivity, B. Decomposition, C. Nutrient cycling, D. Energy flow. Question number 11. The consumers of a pond ecosystem are represented by Option A. Zooplanktons. Option B. Free-swimming forms. Option C. Bottom-dwelling forms. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is Option D. All of the above. The consumers of an pond ecosystem are represented by zooplanktons, the free-swimming and bottom-dwelling forms. Question number 12. An ecosystem contains Option A. Producer. Option B. Consumers. Option C. Decomposers. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is Option D. All of the above. An ecosystem contains producer, consumers and decomposers. Question number 13. Artificial ecosystems are different from natural one in Option A. Presence of simple food chain. Option B. Absence of self-regulatory mechanism. Option C. High diversity. Option D. More than one option is correct. The correct answer is Option D. More than one option is correct. Question number 14. Ecosystems are underscored because resources move from one ecosystem to another. Option A. Open, can. Option B. Closed, cannot. Option C. One way, can. Option D. One way, cannot. The correct answer is Option A. Open, can. Question number 15. The most stable ecosystem is Option A. Forest. Option B. Mountain. Option C. Desert. Option D. Ocean. The correct answer is Option D. Ocean. The most stable ecosystem is ocean since it stays unchanged over the long term. Various natural, geographical and anthropogenic forces build and damage mountains, deserts and forests, but oceans have remained stable over the long history of Earth. Their volume is massive and thus, minor shifts in oceans are not easily felt. Question number 16. Biotic components of an ecosystem include Option A. Producers, consumers and decomposers. Option B. Producers and consumers. Option C. Producer only. Option D. Consumers only. The correct answer is Option A. Producers, consumers and decomposers. Biotic components of an ecosystem include producers, consumers and decomposers. Biotic components constitute all the living members of an ecosystem. The different biotic components are connected through food and a number of other relations. Question number 17. Which of the following forest plants control the light conditions at the ground? Option A. Lianas and climbers. Option B. Shrubs. Option C. Tall trees. Option D. Herbs. The correct answer is Option C. Tall trees. Tall trees of forest control the light conditions at the ground. Question number 18. In a pond ecosystem, the rate of function of entire pond is regulated by Option A. The solar input. Option B. The cycle of temperature. Option C. Day length and other climatic conditions. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is Option D. All of the above. In a pond ecosystem, the rate of function of entire pond is regulated by solar input, cycle of temperature, day length and other climatic conditions. Pond is a self-sustained ecosystem. It is a shallow water body in which all the four basic components of an ecosystem, productivity, decomposition, energy flow and nutrient cycling, are well exhibited. Question number 19. Open water zone beyond littoral zone is Option A. Limnatic zone. Option B. Coastal zone. Option C. Profundal zone. Option D. Benthic zone. The correct answer is Option A. Limnatic zone. A. Littoral zone, shallow water zone around the edge of the lake which supports rooted vegetation. Light penetrates through this zone. B. Limnatic zone. Open water zone beyond littoral zone is called limnatic zone. In limnatic zone, phytoplanktons grow in abundance. C. Profundal zone. The dark zone where light does not reach is called profundal zone. D. The sediments at the bottom of lakes and ponds form the benthic region. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now. Link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.